It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar running back. He's coming off a track meet kind of week. Just a bunch of yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of it,
two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
we're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot. 9
yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, first and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll set up a throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Here's 3rd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to Chekhov. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's a loss of 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Left side to Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll set up to throw. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
2nd and 11. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
But you got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. That went behind his man, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air while it ultimately fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 8. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take with the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.